What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Virgo YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Virgo sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of August 23rd and September 22nd, then you are a Virgo sun sign, and this reading is for you. Love is in the air. It's that time of year again where everyone is talking about love, so I thought we'd do a tarot reading on it for you today, Virgo friends. But this is not going to be your traditional tarot love reading. Does he love me? Do I love him? What do we need to do to get together? That's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about you. And we're going to talk about the energies that you have surrounding love, how you give love, how you receive love, and how you can improve in those three areas. So this is going to be about you and how you relate to love. Before I get started, I do want to tell you that this is going to be about loving relationships that you have with everybody, not just a romantic partner, though those are included in this reading, but the love you have for your friends, for families, for your pets, for strangers on the street, just any loving relationship that you have. So we're going to be using the Anna K Tarot and the Psychic Tarot of the Heart today to figure out what we need to know. And I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut the deck and get right on into this reading. So just give me a moment to center myself and get the cards out. All right, we got it. Let's jump right on in. And the first card we're going to look at is this middle one, and it represents your general energy surrounding love at this time for Virgo sun signs. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. Remember, this is a general reading. It doesn't apply to everybody, so take what works for you, leave the rest, and I encourage you to figure out what these meanings are for you. But the feeling I'm getting for right now for Virgos is that a lot of you are feeling kind of down and out when it comes to love. Maybe you've had trouble finding a partner, or a friend. Like I said, this is not just romantic partnerships, but finding love in general. Maybe your loving relationships have deteriorated somewhat and you're feeling like things are going south, or maybe you're just not in a good place right now and you're feeling kind of maybe neglected or lonely for whatever reason. So I do feel as though there's some negative energy surrounding Virgos and love at this time. But I want you to remember, look at this image. These two are together, and let's never forget that maybe the quality of your relationships isn't what you want, or maybe they're not exactly what you want, but there is love in your life, and you should be grateful for that. You're not alone. There's people in your life who care about you and who love you. So maybe you're not happy right now for whatever reason, but remember, there's always a flip side. And the flip side is that there are people in your life who love you. So keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged if you're feeling kind of sad about love right now. There's a positive. So let's take a look at the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. And this card is going to tell us how you can improve in your relationship to love, generally speaking. And we've got Blossom. All right. In order to improve your relationship with love, you have to remember that this is something that doesn't just come overnight. This is something that you have to grow. You have to nurture. You have to create. And it's not just going to be created for you. If you want a loving relationship, you're going to have to do the work to get it. You're going to have to go out and seek it. And when you do find it, you're going to have to put in the work. We all know how much work it can be to create and to foster a loving relationship. So it's not something where you snap your fingers and then love comes. This is something that takes time to grow. It takes time to blossom. And it takes your energy. You have to put your energy into it. So if you're feeling low, if you are feeling down, whenever we get kind of depressed about anything, we kind of get kind of slovenly. We don't want to do anything. We just want to sit there, right? But this card is asking you to get up and get going and take a more active approach in love and realize your power and your potential if you do apply yourself. And that's what you gotta do. You have to apply yourself to nurture these relationships. So get up out of your funk if you are in one, and go out there, and that's how you're going to change your relationship to love, your attitudes, your perceptions of it. And once you do that, once your perception of love changes, now things are going to change, because your reality is going to shift to meet that perception. So let's go on over to this side of the reading. This card represents the energies surrounding you in regards to giving love. And we've got the Eight of Rods. I'm getting the feeling that there is movement, there is activity, but there's blockages. And I do feel as though these blockages have probably been placed by you, sort of blocking yourself, so to speak. So I do feel as though you are giving love. I do feel that. I actually feel that there's a lot of movement in regards to giving love, but at the same time there's a reservation. And it's going to be different for all of you, why you're a little bit reserved, why you're holding back a little bit. I can't say that specifically unless I do a reading specifically for you. But generally, Virgos, I get the feeling that you want to put a lot of energy into your loving relationships, but something is kind of stopping you. Something is holding you back from the fullest potential of them, or the fullest potential of giving. This is in regards to giving love, you giving love. So what's holding you back, Virgo friends? And it seems like the intention is there to give love, but something is stopping you. So let's see what this next card has to say about improving this situation. This card represents how you can improve in the area of giving love. Can you see that? We got the card Opportunity Beckons. There we go. I think you can see it. So give me a moment here. Alright, the feeling I'm getting from this is that you need to find maybe a new way of trying to give love. The old way that you've done it is there's a blockage there. And, like a water, like a natural stream of water. If there's a blockage, it goes around the blockage rather than butting heads against it. Rather than being stopped by the blockage, it finds a new way. And I think you have to be like water when it comes to giving your love. I think there's a new way that you can do it that's going to help you to be more authentic and express your true inner love desires. But it's going to be different from the way you've been doing it. And I think if you look closely, I think you're going to realize that there's opportunity all around you to give love in new ways, to go around this blockage, whatever it is. I can't be sure of what that blockage is, but it's there, and you need to find a new way of giving love. And there's infinite possibilities of how you can do it. You just need to find another one. And I think if you look to a different direction, I think you're going to find it. And I know, I'm sorry this is so abstract. This is a general reading. So hopefully this makes sense for you, and you can figure out what that means for you. And you can figure out a new way to give love, a new angle to approach it from. And it's all around you. You just have to be, once you decide to see it, then you will see it. It's as simple as that, really. It's pretty simple. Well, it's easy to say, at least. Okay, let's go on over here. This card represents your energy surrounding receiving love. And we've got a court card here, the Queen of Pentacles. Give me a moment with this. When I see this card, I think abundance. I think of being open to increase, being open to the idea of receiving more. So I do think this is a positive card. I do think you're very receptive when it comes to love. I do think you allow love to come. But I am getting a little bit of a drawback here, is that, whenever I see pentacle energy in a love reading, I get the sense of you needing physical love, whether this is physical touch, whether this is physical possessions, whether this is money even. I do feel as though that you receive love in that certain way. It's very soft and genuine and authentic, so it's not like a negative thing, but I do get the feeling that you kind of only are looking to receive love in those kind of ways, through a physical touch, through, anything that you can physically feel on this earth realm. And that's great. There's not to knock that, but love can come in all sorts of different ways. It can come through time. It can come through emotions. It can come through thoughts, feelings, actions, all sorts of different ways other than just the physical. So I do feel that you're open to love, but I might also say that you're a little bit restrictive in the way it can come. So possibly. Let's see what this next card has to say. This card represents how you can improve in the area of receiving love. And we've got new vitality. And I think this corroborates my story here. I think this goes in alignment with what I've been saying. Look to new ways. Look to a new way to receive love. Realize that people give love in all sorts of different ways. And I do feel as though maybe part of the problem here with this Five of Pentacles energy is that you've been receiving love in ways that you're not accustomed to and not expecting. And as a result, you're not realizing that you are being showered with love, just because it doesn't come in the form of someone physically being there for you or giving you presents or whatever it is. You're not realizing that sometimes people send you positive energy, and that's love. Sometimes people think about you in a positive way. Sometimes people speak about you in a positive way, and it's coming from a place of love, and they're trying to send you love, but you're not seeing it because it doesn't come gift wrapped, or it doesn't come in the form of a hug or a kiss or maybe even sexual relations. And so you're kind of missing it. And I think this card is saying that the new vitality that you need to bring in is be more accepting of the different ways people send love. Realize that it comes in all sorts of different colors here, and if you're only going to be looking for one color, you're going to close yourself off to a lot of good, positive energy coming to you. So now that we've seen these cards as a whole, I definitely see a correlation now that you're kind of stuck in the old ways. It's kind of the gist I'm getting from this reading now that we've seen all the cards, is that you're allowing yourself to get in a funk because you're looking at love in the old ways, and it's not coming exactly how you want it. It's not happening exactly how you want it. Because you have these blockages and you have these expectations that love isn't always going to meet. So I think the best advice for you, Virgo friends, is to kind of change the way you give love, change the way you receive love. Realize that love takes time, and it's not something that's going to be instant. And if you make those 3 changes, I think you're going to see a definite change in the way you feel about love, and you're going to start to receive more, and you're going to start to give more as a result, and it's going to be an endless cycle, and everything's going to increase, and you're going to feel those loving vibrations all around you even more than you do now. So I hope that made sense, Virgo friends. Remember, this is a general overall reading. Not everything applies to you, but if you want a specific reading that's tapped into your energy, head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below, and if you go over there, you can check out the various readings that I offer to help you get to the bottom of any issue that you might have. So I appreciate it if you go over there. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It lets me know that you enjoyed it, got something out of it, and I would appreciate that as well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, queries, anything, clarification, anything you want to say about this reading, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos I release. And if you're feeling extra frisky, hit that notification bell to get notifications every time I release a video so you don't miss anything. All right, Virgo friends, it's time to start to have a shift in the way you perceive love. And once you do that, if you shift in the positive direction, you're going to bring so much more love into your life, and everyone's going to be happy. Okay? So I wish you a lot of love and light, Virgo friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.